Hello everyone. In this video session we are going to see how to download Oracle VM VirtualBox, Cloudera dump and etc. So here for using the Hadoop environment and practicing on it you require Oracle VirtualBox or VMware Workstation. So rather than going for VM Workstation, it may be license effective kind of thing and prefer to be go with and practice on Oracle VM VirtualBox. So going to Google Oracle VirtualBox and typing and go for the link Oracle VirtualBox, either first link or second link. Downloads Oracle VirtualBox. So you will get the list of the types of operating systems that depends to this Oracle VirtualBox distribution to be downloaded. So if your operating system is Windows, you need to click the hyperlink of Windows host. If the operating system is OS X, please click on OS X host. If the operating system is Linux distributions, please click on Linux distribution to get download for this Oracle VirtualBox. And it will get downloaded. So just I'm clicking on it and go for the save. It will be get downloaded. And since I had in my system, so I'm canceling my download. So go to the exact location where the VirtualBox this .exe file is downloaded and double click on it. You will get go for next and some sort of steps. You will get Oracle VirtualBox get installed in your system. So you will get an icon on desktop using this Oracle VirtualBox. And after installation and completion of this Oracle VirtualBox, double click on it, you will get some dumps. Since I have worked on some of the dumps of some distributions with respect to Hadoop, so here you have two ways to get work with Oracle VirtualBox. Why we are using Oracle VirtualBox or VMware Workstation? Because since you have physical operating system that exists in your system, you need to work on with other operating system parallelly, which might not be possible to switch either of at a time. So this VM VirtualBox or VMware Workstation makes a flexibility to install and to work on the operating system, which will be the virtual, whereas our physical operating system will be the some physical kind of thing. So after installation you will get Oracle VirtualBox Manager. Then after you can go with the new. The immediate effect, you will get this name and operating system and you will get the type Microsoft, Linux, Solaris, BSD, whatever. Okay, and version. If you got the version in brackets or in braces like 64-bit, then it seems like that your operating system is virtualization enabled. If you only see the drop down list with respect to only 32-bit, then your operating system is not enabled with virtualization. To enable with virtualization, you need to go to BIOS settings and you need to enable it if it is not there. So let's see this VT-X enabled in BIOS settings. Please check whether VTX is enabled in BIOS settings or not. So in order to work with 64-bit operating system virtually. Since it is happened in my system, it's not a problem for me, and going for the next step. Now, how to download Cloudera dump and how to install Cloudera dump, as well as how to download the dump which I'm going to give you and how to import it. The same thing which happens to the Cloudera is the same thing happens to the Apache single dump which I'm going to share to you. Now go to cloudera.com. In cloudera.com, if you see the top right, top left, you have downloads session. Click on the downloads link and go for, in download session or in download page, you can see the quick start, Cloudera Manager and Cloudera Director. Cloudera Director kind of thing, some cloud kind of thing. Cloudera Manager is on premises kind of thing, so you can install the Cloudera Manager with some sort of hardware specifications, and which will be used in a real-time use cases. Quick start is a kind of thing which we can start it on your local machine, as well as you can get something like on practice kind of thing. Now go for the quick start and go for download now. If you go on to download now on quick start, you will get quick start for CDH 5.8 and select a platform. Since there are so many virtual machines here, so I prefer to go with VirtualBox and go for the get it now. The moment if I press on the get it now, I will get a pop-up window like sign in or complete our product interest from to continue. So sign in or let fill all these details. So since you have no account for the first time, so please fill all the details and go for the continue. You will get downloaded. And I have some sort of things, so that I have sign in kind of thing. I can able to sign into my account. So after getting signing into account, if you have any sign in accounts kind of thing with respect to Cloudera, you will get redirected to the same page, and you need to select again VirtualBox and you need to get it now. So the dump will be downloaded in the form of a zip file, and the zip file contains a folder, and a folder contains 2 files. Now I'm going to downloads folder. So this is a zip file which I get downloaded after download is get completed. And then after I extracted this Cloudera Quickstart dump, okay, to one of the folder in my location in my system. Go for the dumps and go for the Cloudera. So I extracted here in Cloudera Quickstart VM 5.8.0.0 VirtualBox, because the version which I am going to choose on the plane is VirtualBox. And here please go and double click on the first file. So you need to go and double click on the first file. So this first file will help to import the second file into Oracle VirtualBox. Double click. So if you observe here, when you make a double click, it takes some 1 or 2 minutes time, and a pop-up window will get along with the Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager. So this is a name which going to be happen, since this distribution is given by the Cloudera. So everything will be with respect to the name of Cloudera, and the guest OS type will always be 64-bit and on Red Hat. The CPU is all the predefined, nothing to modify or specify. But see, if your system physical RAM is 8 GB, then you should or you must allocate 4 GB of RAM virtually to the Oracle VirtualBox, and particularly to this dump. Then only, if when you are running this Cloudera Quickstart dump along with your physical operating system, there will be no disturbance, or there is no struck in between while you are working with either of 2 missions. And go for the import. Probably it will take some time to import, but you will get some import progress bar here, and everything will get imported. And another file will be the forces link. I'm going to show you right now. So forces underscore big data is a dump which I'm going to give to you and I'm sharing to you. uh, this be a one file, just be click on on this particular single file. Also you will get some other pop-up window which like an import kind of thing, and if you go for the import, the particular dump also will get imported. Still it's 12 minutes, so we need to wait for it. And if you see here, everything is get imported, and at the end of the list you will get the Cloudera quick start VM. And now select this, and before going on start, go for the settings. So if you want to modify some sort of settings, you can modify by using in the settings menu. There if you go for the general on the left side, and if you go on advanced, which is on the general category, and go for shared clipboard bidirectional and drag and drop bidirectional, it makes flexible to work on. If you want to move a file or any folder, anything from your physical operating system to virtual operating system, the drag and drop can be helpful. So if you want to copy some content of the text from physical operating system to virtual operating system, or virtual operating system to physical operating system, that can be useful by using shared clipboard in a bidirectional mode. And if you go on the system and everything is fine with respect to this dump, and if you go for that network, in network we have some, you can see some sort of network adapters. One thing is NAT, another is bridge adapter, and some other NAT network, internal network, host only, generate, everything. So if you select NAT, you will get some static IP, and it doesn't vary. It will be a static of whatever the dump you, doesn't matter, of each and every dump to each and individual person. And if you go with the bridge adapter, for example, you have some IP in your physical operating system, it will make sense of giving another IP of within the gateway, the passing gateway in the bridge adapter. For example, in my operating system contains 192 point something something, and with the same series I will get another operating IP address, network feasibility or configurability, when we selected bridge adapter to this particular operating system which I'm going to start and work. So rather than to get confused on these terms of bridge adapter and these network configuration issues, prefer to get first work on NAT. So please go with the NAT and make sure whether the operating system is in the NAT network or not. So if it is in a NAT network, and go for the advanced and go for the port forwarding. You know, in NAT network, the constant IP is 10.0.2.50 or 127.0.0.1. So here, if you go with, please make sure given all the host IPs as 127.0.0.1. Okay. And you can do it some other things later, or some other IPs apart from this. Why? Because you will let you know later at later stages. Why? Because these are all the IPs that we configured, and go for the add new port forwarding rule. Here I am giving 127.0.1. Please give all the host IPs as a 127.0.1 in all these if you configure with NAT network. And for this rule 1, please make host port as 22 and for guest port as 22, and click on OK, and click on OK, so that when I get started down, it makes 22 is a port used for SSH. So I can go with SSH from one operating system to Linux. And also everything is fine and set. Now I'm going to start the dump. So Oracle VirtualBox, please let me know in this process if you got any error, any stuff, please let me know through mail. For example, if you want to work on Hortonworks distribution, your operating system, which you think as a physical operating system, it should contains minimum of 8 GB, not 12 GB to 16 GB. Because if you want to work on it, Hortonworks sandbox, we call it as a sandbox, and the sandbox should contains and should allocate minimum of 8 GB. In this Cloudera distribution, we have three types: Cloudera without any monitoring, and Cloudera manager, upon that Cloudera with security. Three categories are there. Now, since you are given 4 GB RAM to your operating system of Oracle VirtualBox, you will get only the everything is through command line kind of thing. So if you want some graphical user interface or monitoring tool kind of thing, you need to allocate Cloudera dump to 8 GB, from 4 GB to 8 GB RAM, which means your system should contains more than 8 GB, like 10 GB or 12 to 16 GB. So for the earlier thing and practice purpose, now you are going to work on, you are having 4 GB of RAM physically and 4 GB of RAM virtually when you are going to work on Oracle VirtualBox with Cloudera dump. Let's wait for the time to start this CentOS 6.7 and operating system. Yeah, it getting started. Cloudera. Okay, I think the browser also will automatically get started here. We'll see. And this is the Cloudera desktop. If you see here, computer, this is a computer, Cloudera home, everything. For example, mm, if you go for the right click, go for the create folder, forces. I created a folder in my office name like forces. Now I'm going to Cloudera home. I got one pop-up window which contains folders in Cloudera home folder, and I'm going for the desktop. Again I got another pop-up window. Now I'm going to Fosys. Again I got another window. So if suppose if I want to go for the Cloudera home, I need to check among all these pop-up windows whether which is the point to the Cloudera home. Means within the same location I'm not able to change it, right? So all pop-up windows coming for a new location going to enter. In order to work on this, a small technique is here, which is nothing but is suppose in any this window, file system window, go for edit and go for preferences and go for behavior and check always open in a browser window and go for close. And if you go for close, or if you can change anything, so Cloudera home you got. So if you want to go with the switch to desktop, you can switch automatically here. Fine. And Fosys, so you can for switch within the same file system window. And this operating system is CentOS and version is 6.7. So if you see here, you have some sort of applications is there. If you go for click on the application, if you go for the accessories, and if you go on gedit text editor, it is just like a notepad in our Windows operating system, or any, if you go with some Mac kind of thing, some notepad kind of thing is there, right? Some kind of, in CentOS it is said to be as gedit text editor. And system tools, in system tools you will get file browser directly to switch on, and terminal is nothing but command line. The same terminal you can see here in the taskbar, which is beside this application places system. So this is a terminal. It's like a shortcut kind of thing, and we say it as a command line in our Windows operating systems. And if you go, this is a browser. Okay. In computer, in this operating Linux systems, we will have two users. One is a root user, another one is a customized user. Customized user is the user which you will be created on your own self. Since this dump is given by the Cloudera, we have two users here. One is a root user and the other is Cloudera user. So that's why we got here Cloudera's home. And you can check whether your network configuration is okay or not by seeing here. So if you get this symbol, it seems like you are get connected. With in this icon, if you got like some cross symbol or arrow mark with red signal kind of thing, then it seems like you are not connected within the network of your operating system from physical to virtual or whatever. And this is a battery kind of thing, and this is the output of volume. If you want to change the time, here you can see the time. Okay, by default it will give the booster, and you can set according to your location. Fine. And in this Cloudera dump, you have the Eclipse IDE in order to work with the programs, coding, development kind of thing. Since this is a thing which you are going to deal with, and by default they given the Cloudera Express, Cloudera Manager Express, and Cloudera Manager Enterprise version for 60 days. But if you want, in order to activate either of these, your VirtualBox operating system contains minimum of 8 GB should be allocated to this VirtualBox, and that means your physical operating system should contain 12 to 16 GB of RAM. I think I covered everything with respect to this operating system, everything. And if you go with the terminal, if you see ifconfig, you will get it. Okay. And suppose you want to ping this operating system, right? If you see here, I have a WinSCP where I can, my operating system is Windows. I want to connect to the operating system of Cloudera dump. So 127.0.0.1 22 Cloudera. Password is also Cloudera. So as I said in the session, so I got it everything right. So this is a list of the things which is happen in the Cloudera dump. I will get in this way, in this manner. Okay. And cancel. Okay, close the session. And if you go here again, close it. uh, I think I mentioned, okay, ifconfig. Okay, this is thing like IP address or 126 local system address. Fine. Okay, this is thing which how we can configure, or how can we download, how can we install Oracle VirtualBox and Cloudera Dump. Any doubts, please get back to us. Thank you.